Hello, Scrappy Peeps! Suzanna here today for the Scraproom, and I'm sharing with you this 2-photo layout created using the January Flavors of the Month kit. So those are the 3 main papers, and then 2 sheets of cardstock, and then these are the embellishments, so an assortment of embellishments. And then I also have the add-on pattern paper, so those 2, and I fussy cut the flowers, and then the add-on embellishments as well. So I'm going to use a combination of those things to create this layout. So I am typically one who likes to use a white background, but I decided I'm going to use the gray. I like the way that this gray really pops. It's called Thunder is the actual color, but I like the way that it pops the photos as opposed to losing the white. It's almost like they white out the cats in the gray bed. See how that pops them beautifully? And then the yellow down the side really just gives even more pop of color because that yellow coordinates with the wood that the cat bed is sitting on. So just for a little bit of variety, I'm going to use that gray sort of stitched stripe down the side of it. I will actually off camera sew just a black line at the very edge of the yellow and go from there. So that So Very Blessed is one of the add-on embellishment pieces, and I'm going to use that as the title of my layout. And to add a little bit more variety to that, I am also going to use some of those fussy cut flowers interspersed into that. So again, pulling a mix of the embellishments that come with the kit as well as the add-ons. I have a cluster of embellishments down the bottom. The visual triangle that I'm going to use is going to be those flowers, and so there are 3 clusters of the flowers plus the embellishment cluster that is down the bottom there. I'm going to use that house to house my journaling, and that's where I will write, because typically I would write either on a pocket card or on the layout itself, but I don't want to actually, I don't have a lot of space, to be honest, given all of the embellishments that I'm going to put in. So I try and get my max mileage from fussy cut things, and so you can see that I have fussy cut some of the flowers that are not contiguous, so that have been at the edge of the pages, and that's okay because you're going to tuck them in. See, perfect, and you don't know that they weren't full flowers to begin with. So kind of this is a very homey themed. The name of this collection is Hearth and Home, and I love the way that the home elements reflect the cats at home, how having them since COVID started, they have just they've moved right in. They've made themselves right at home, and they are definitely part of the family there. So just sprinkling some of the different embellishments all around the page. I've got that larger photo, which is the central photo of both cats looking at me, or yeah, me, because I'm the photographer. And then that smaller photo is more of a support photo. That was them caught off guard, spur of the moment, just as I walked right up to them. And so it's the same photo, but it's different photo. There's a different emotion when they're actually paying attention to the camera as when they were just napping and doing their thing. So the cat on the left is Luna. She's our gray cat, and she's a little bit more skittish. The cat on the right is Jasmine, and they are sisters. We have had them, I think we got them July of last year, so we've had them about a year and a half now. And so they have just moved right in and are, yeah, rambunctious teenagers now, really. But it is rare to find them both together, sleeping together. They don't typically do that. So that was a sample piece of paper. It was a photo paper that had a sticker backing on it, and I used it not because of the sticker backing, but I used it more because of the photo size. I wanted to have a larger photo, but I didn't want it to be super large. I didn't want the 9 by 12 or the 8.5 by 11 that I would typically use. So I want to pop this up, so I'm just going to use some double-sided foam, and that is from Thermo Web. I love the height. It is the perfect height. It is 1/16 of an inch, and you can see it is a giant roll. And I want to say that I'm coming up to, I think February maybe will be, well, it is January, isn't it? I apologize. But I think it's been a year that I've had that, and if I use a lot of foam, I like to pop things up, and so elements like this I will fully pop up, and so you can see I use a lot of double-sided foam, and this has lasted me a year, and I still want to say that that's probably about half of the roll is all I've used. And I would say I probably pop up maybe 3 elements on a layout. Again, I try and get that visual triangle, and it may not be, but a triangle of symmetrically popped elements as well. So yeah, and you know, I'm pretty prolific in what I've created too. So definitely a good value for money. I want to say that that whole roll runs about $18. Anyway, so this is the Scraproom, one of the 4 flavors of the month kits. I am using Hearth and Home from Simple Stories. Also this month you get Doodlebug, Great Outdoors, Photo Play, Notting Hill Bookstore. I love that collection. I can't wait to do something with that because I have a prolific reader in Ms. Mia. And then also Vicki Boutin's Fernwood collection as well. Don't forget that I am also creating with the add-ons. There is always a Freaky Fast Friday challenge as well as a sketch challenge. It's actually my sketch this month that I created with. I can pop you to a link to the Facebook page in the description box down below so you can see what that is to play along. There's also a cardstock add-on as well as a pocket page kit, and I believe there's a card kit as well. So definitely if you're looking for something new to create with this year, consider the Scraproom. They are a fantastic kit club. So, and coffee, you get coffee with your flavor of the month subscription too, a little sampler of a different flavor of coffee every month, which always makes your box smell so good when you open it. So that, my friends, is pretty much going to wrap up my layout. I'm just going to add some journaling into that house, which you know I never do on camera. And then also remember that I'm going to machine stitch just a black line, straight black line on the left-hand side there. If you have any questions about kit subscriptions or anything I've done today, please don't hesitate to leave them in the box down below. I hope your 2022 has gotten off to a great start. Thanks for stopping in today. I hope you are doing well. Come back again soon and enjoy the close-ups. Take care.